It is the 1st of July 1944. In the past couple of months, the Japanese spearhead has mercilessly cut through the Central American states, and we have separated the remaining forces by taking Chicago and cutting them off across the Great Lakes, such that no further reinforcements from the west can make their way towards the east, and the remaining forces that they have here are getting encircled rapidly, and the road to Washington, D.C. is wide open at this point. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. We've been busy the last episode, and I think we can probably say with some confidence that the United States are not in a good shape anymore. They are 32% towards, they're 67% towards capitulation. They have lost 2.2 million troops against the invasion of Japan, and there's just not an awful lot that they're going to be able to do anymore. I don't know how much of their navy is remaining, but they still have 1 million men under arms, but I don't think they will make a great contribution. They still have 2 carriers, 1 battleship, and a bunch of smaller cruisers and destroyers around. We haven't encountered them. We have sunk one smaller group in the Gulf of Mexico, but the Fourth Army is busy chewing up the remaining American troops here, and will then continue to island hop their way across the Caribbean, and then probably just invade whatever is remaining. I think Venezuela has taken over all the possessions as part of the Axis. We are still fighting Brazilian troops in Brazil, but I think the remaining American troops have either left or have been defeated. We are taking over Ecuador as well, giving our special forces some training here in the mountains. And we still have to take the Galapagos Island of somebody. Yes, that's also owned by Ecuador. They have moved their capital there. But we'll see if they resist once Ecuador has fallen. We do have some troops from the Fourth Army still here, but the majority of the troops is busy in the northern United States. We will then probably leave. How many troops do the Canadians have? We don't know an awful lot. They do have some divisions, but fighting in Canada is probably going to be dreadful in terms of supply. So I'm thinking, what is that going to look like? Actually, it's not that bad. So we might get 2 armies, the infantry armies, because this is all forest and inaccessible terrain. So the tanks are not going to be an awful lot of use, but we should be able to get some 2 infantry armies to wipe out the remainders of North America. We have taken over Manchukuo, so that's gone. And we've also taken over a fair bit of the American steel. So now we have sufficient amounts of steel. We do not actually have problems with trade anymore. We are still trading some oil to Siam. We are trading some rubber to Chile. And we are trading some steel away, but it's not really a problem anymore. We have sufficient resources after taking over the Americas. Can we improve the infrastructure a little bit? Because, this country is terrible at infrastructure here. Where can we improve the infrastructure where it has a little bit of an impact on the resources? Actually, it's not as bad as it looked at first. I think most of the infrastructure is pretty well built up here. We can get a bit more oil out of Texas here, I believe. That might not be terrible. And that's all built up already. A bit more aluminium. Yeah, no, well, actually, I take that back. There's nothing really we need to do. The infrastructure is pretty well established, so this is all good. Airports are a bit scarce, but other than that, resource-wise, it's not terrible. So, meanwhile, in the European front, what does that look like supply-wise? I believe that does not look too terrible. We actually have supply. One thing I needed to check, where was that army? This one. Does this have, yes, that needs to be set. I have to make sure that all my active armies are actually set to receive trucks for their supply. So just making sure. Yeah, I think that's all good. And in the north, the supply could be better. I think we will upgrade the bottlenecks here. And we might just have to prioritize that a little bit. I just want to make sure we have sufficient supplies on the front line up north. Where did it go? This is all repair queue. So this is all just we need to repair a lot of the infrastructure that we've shot. But should be. It's not queuing up anything. That is interesting. Maybe. I mean, this is only connected by. This is connected by river and railroad here. What is the level of that railroad? So what's the amount of supply that we can bring here? We have 13.6 and we get 15 from the river. Oh, is that because has this railroad not been constructed? Maybe it's not using the railroad, it's just using the river line. So can we actually just manually upgrade that railroad? I'm surprised that it's... Okay, something isn't working here. Either it's not connected or it's not yet constructed, but this is somewhere else, right? Mildly confusing. But we get that up to a level 4 railroad. And it doesn't show up in my construction task. Unless it is currently being constructed and I've missed it. No, I don't see it anywhere. Anyway, we'll get that sorted. And hopefully we'll get a bit more supply here. Far north does not look too great. But the Germans are completely out of supply in the north. So I don't think that's a massive issue. It's just that when we're pushing, there isn't going to be anything for miles. So... I'm not going to build another supply hub here. This one should be able to keep that somewhat under control. And the troops there seem to be in good order. So yeah, the Germans are in much worse shape than us. I think supply-wise we have pretty much everything sorted out that we need to sort out. So that's that. That's all good. That's all good. We're still constructing a supply base here. So just to cover this little corner here, because the Germans do have supply here. Okay, and I am actually going to start... Nah, I'm going to leave these on a defensive line for now. I might get the second army. Let's delete that and get the second army into position on an actual front line. Yeah, we can. This is a bit of a gap here, because obviously Bulgaria is going to join, but we'll leave it open. Maybe we'll get what is this? 1, 2, 3. So let's get 4 divisions and give them a separate front line here. Okay, and then we'll have attack orders towards Istanbul. Okay. Right. So that's all in order. We have a lot of new fighters coming up. So I believe we are still we're still fighting an air war in America, but we can build a couple of fighter wings up here. We've also got more tactical bombers coming. These are old tactical bombers that are being replaced, but we can get another scout wing up. And we can... Where are they? We've got so many of these fighters that we've captured flying around. There they are. 1. And it would be really nice if it kept it there, so I don't have to do that again. Where is it? Where are you? There. 2. And... Tactical bomb? No. It was somewhere down here. I might just have to throw these out of the storage, because where are they? Fighter. There. 1, and we can create 1 more. Yeah, I have to clean out the warehouses just to make things look a little bit less confusing here. There. Okay. Do we have any more airport space available here? We'll just start saturating some of the more remote airports. This is level 4. This is level 4. They're all saturated. How about here in this region? That one is pretty much saturated. That one is... I mean, all these need to not do anything right now. They can all pilot exercise. Actually, all of you can currently go for pilot exercises. All of you pilot exercises. And you two, if needed, just exercise. Okay, I think these are all good, in good shape. These are all naval bombers, by the way. Why am I having these all here? I've got 2 fighter wings. I've got lots of naval bomber wings here. They're going to be useful against the Italians eventually. So we'll send them to Alexandria, and they can make themselves useful there. So the rest of these 2 are exercising. Yeah, perfect. So that's all good. Okay. All right. There were some tactical wings that we can start training up as well. We'll do that in the home islands. Actually, the home islands are a bit far away from everything, really. Yeah, we'll do it anyway. We'll train them because they have a lot of space. So let's get 4. Let's get 4 tactical bomber wings. There. These are the old ones, but that's okay. And we get 1 more fighter wing. Where were these fighters? There. And that goes up to 100 as well. Okay, I just want to get these. I just want to get these units training, because that way we can. That way they can make themselves useful later on, and they can get the upgrades. Okay, these are just troop convoys that we're sinking here, and we do have some air issues in the north of the Americas. Can we have a better deployment? Do we have another airport anywhere? Doesn't look like. It's difficult to see, honestly. But this is all, it's nothing. We don't really have another airbase here. We have encircled. We've got a couple of troops stuck here because they have managed to. Okay, you people capture San Francisco because they've managed to isolate their front line. So we'll just need to sort that out. Yeah, there's an airbase. There's an airbase. There is another airbase that we can move things to. Okay, so these fighter wings can move over there. That is an airbase in wherever this is. In California. Yeah, I recognize much. And finally, we can get some air up in California because they do have fighter planes up in California. Where are we still fighting? We are not fighting in central USA anymore, so there's no reason for these to be here. So we can send this fighter wing over to California as well. We've got 3 tactical bomber wings who, honestly, from here can strike anywhere. So we might as well leave them there. We'll get them to the Northern Rockies. They have some planes in the air, but we get some bomber support. We are fighting a big fight here in the Appalachians. So we've got a bunch of fighter wings, more fighter wings. And we've got them all concentrated on air superiority, but we are struggling a little. They're concentrating their planes on the east coast, obviously. But are we still fighting in the Appalachians? No, we're actually not. So I think we will start. Unfortunately, I don't think we have the airport space. We can redirect these fighters here to the Great Lakes. Have we taken this airport in Virginia? Yes, we have. So we can actually start relocating everybody to Virginia and do that on the East Coast. All right. We had, I believe, encircled and defeated the last remaining troops. There are actually a fair amount of troops here in the south. So let's quickly wrap that up. So it's convoy raiders. I am checking just to see if there's any naval battle going on. I'm just going to keep adding factories to tactical bombers because they still need upgrading, and it takes a while to build these things. Okay, we don't have an issue here to taking Florida, which is probably why. Let's see if we can encircle these troops and wipe them out from there. Okay. So let's see if we can make that happen. We'll just do it by hand. We see if we can. We don't have an aggressive order here, so which is why we are. Which is why they're not moving. We've got another unit here. We can wipe these out. Experimental rockets. Okay, Ecuador has capitulated. Good news. And rockets. What was I researching? We need to research jet engines, do we? Yes, rocket engines. Improved rocket engines and advanced rocket engines. Okay, let's get the rocket engine research going. We are still researching the modern tank chassis for the main battle tanks, so so that we can get that technology underway. Okay, we can start pushing here and here, and just clear out these little encirclements here. And we are actually struggling to get across the river here. They are relatively well entrenched, and they do have air cover in the Gulf Coast area. Let's see if we can just encircle them regardless. Maybe we can just push our way through. Actually, I'll get you to assist here, and then just loop around. And we get, yeah, that should do it. Okay, and we've got the divisions encircled here. That is, what is this? 5 divisions? No, it's just 4. That's a bunch of divisions that are going to be cut off here. Once we have, let's keep pushing there, and see if we can get through here. Let's get both to work together. Okay, let's see if we can cut these off. That has not worked as I wanted it to, because the other division decided to move off. Okay, now they've left the field, so we can close the gap, and we have wiped out these divisions in the north here. So I think that's pretty much that. Strategic bomber effort is done. I just wanted to complete this. What can we do on a permanent basis? We can increase the we can run suppression of subjects. There's not that many left of them, so yeah, that's going to go. Or we can increase the air production, or naval production. Naval production, dockyard output 20%. Let's do that. Let's see if we can still get some navy up to. Oh, come on. Another division has managed to cut through here. Okay, I'm gonna need a second division here just to push these guys off. Because they have managed to get themselves pushed back already. So we'll send some more troops. British government has announced the 12th Imperial Conference. Representatives from the British government. Okay. Discuss matters of concern in the entire empire. There isn't an awful lot left of your empire, dear British government. So let's see if we can get that here sorted quickly, and if we can get the. There are definitely American bombers in the way, making our life a little harder than it needs to be. So let's see if we can manage to get around them, and then wipe out these 3 divisions here. There's more naval combat in the Caribbean. It's just troop convoys. Okay, nothing of interest. So I just want to surround them if possible, and then we will wipe them out. There we go. Join the attack from the north once the gap is closed. There we go. Okay, and that should be the remaining divisions. And then we can just get the motorized division here to clear up the remaining territory. Okay, our tanks are advancing towards Washington. So we'll get an armored spearhead. There are actually still a couple of divisions here. Let's see if we can make a final pincer movement and close them off in the north here. We'll actually move along here as well and see if we can cut them off that way. We'll get another tank division to push through and join from the other edge. Okay, and that should. We'll get this motorized division to widen the flank a little bit and to take the Maryland Air Base out. Another ace pilot. And then we will just attack on all fronts. And we have encircled the remaining forces on the American East Coast. Now we just need to close the gap and make sure we wipe them all out. That's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divisions that are not going to be able to be combat effective any longer, which means they still have some divisions here, and we can further improve logistics. Might not be terrible. I am wondering if I need railway guns. I think I probably won't have the time against the Germans to make that happen, but that'd be actually a nice. That's almost a year until we can even start producing the darn things. Nah, it's fine. We will improve our recon companies as we go. A naval battle that I missed. We've sunk. There's some Brazilian ships in the area. Okay. And we have. There are definitely some Brazilian cruisers and destroyers going around here. Anything left? Anything else? Yes. Our submarines are encountering these, and is this outside of? We might have to send O.S.A. This isn't supposed to be intercepting anything. This is supposed to be you. Why are you here? You're not supposed to be intercepting anything. You're supposed to refit. So whatever your mission there, no mission for you. You refit to the Agano 2 type. Yes, I thought I told you that already. Okay. You are intercepting, and that is what I'm expecting of you to do. Yes. Okay, good. So here is the carrier group. So let's see, because currently the Brazilian, what do we have? Two destroyers. That's more destroyers. So a Brazilian destroyer force is currently engaging. What do we even have here? Oh, these are Germans. Oh, I was confused because I had Daigo in here, because that probably Daigo was there as part of the submarine force that first got intercepted, and now the Germans, 9 destroyers and 3 cruisers, Rostock, Stralsund, and Frankfurt, are actually joining. But now here comes O.S.A.'s strike group. But I think the Brazilians have managed to get away. Yes, we've sunk 1 destroyer, but the rest has managed to escape. So maybe we'll base O.S.A. Where is he going back to? Maybe we'll base O.S.A. in Port-au-Prince for now. And I do realize that I need to actually get the defense included in this area. There we go. No port defense happening. Also our new possessions in South America. Okay, I'm not sure what's wrong with these divisions here, but I want you all to get that sorted. Thank you. And then you can make yourself useful somewhere else. We have more. I'm gonna switch that to 10s here. We're gonna make more tactical bombers, many more tactical bombers. And that's just convoys. Don't need those. And we've got naval doctrine available. Nice. So we can actually I want to improve our submarines. So we'll be going and doing that. That is probably... we've got another naval combat in the Caribbean. No, that's just nothing interesting. Yeah, so that's probably Yamamoto exercising. But I wanted carrier group 1. Yes, I've sent them to Port-au-Prince, no? Yes, I have. Okay, nice. So they can work on that. And I can probably start the naval invasion and get them over to Puerto Rico. Yep. Meanwhile, oh, there's some British possessions up here north here as well, I believe. Okay, we've sorted out Florida, and we have encircled a large amount of American divisions up north. Do I have one? Yes, I have a fast-moving division here, which I can send around to cut off the Americans along the coastline here. And we are standing close to Washington, D.C. The capital is about to fall. Another naval battle that I missed. Oh, there's the Brazilians again. Okay. Where is O.S.A? Where is... he's not intercepting right now. Let's see. Let's see if he's going to go out and intercept once he's at base. Because the Brazilians are definitely operating here off the coast, and it's starting to get a little annoying. There's this little Brazilian group operating here. O.S.A was docked in Haiti. Oh, we're actually having a naval landing in... Oh, there's actually... I don't know, I think I found out where the Americans are. They were all in Puerto Rico. We've got 8 American divisions. Well, good that I've sent the whole invasion force, because that would have probably not gone too well otherwise. But yeah, they have no chance. They're out of supplies, and that's going to be another 8 American divisions wiped out in the Battle of San Juan on the beaches. The Japanese forces are landing and pushing them back. Well, no, we're actually pushing them back because and we have O.S.A out, and he is intercepting once again. A Mexican task force that he's intercepting. Okay, so we are getting quite busy here. Not sure. It's this one. It's this little destroyer force. Okay, the Marines have made a landing in Puerto Rico, and from here on we are going to push all the way to Bridgetown. Yes, that's what the Marine divisions are here for. No, Venezuela, we don't want to work with you. We have sunk. I wasn't paying attention. We have sunk the Brazilian destroyer group. 9 destroyers have been sunk. And O.S.A is currently... I'm going to slow this down a little bit because there's too many things happening. So O.S.A is intercepting, and the Marines are fighting the Americans across the islands here. But yeah, we can't get all the Marine divisions to bear, but the Americans, they have now landed. We have got the port. The Americans shouldn't have any more supply. And where are we? Okay, we've sunk another Brazilian group. O.S.A has sunk them faster than I could pay any attention. Okay, but we are now in combat with that's another Brazilian group, and we have these were the Mexicans. So the Mexican destroyers have disengaged, but 5 Brazilian destroyers have been sunk, and for convoys there's still a light cruiser and a bunch of destroyers. But yeah, they are receiving critical hits very, very quickly from the rapid-firing guns of O.S.A.'s task force, and none of these is going to see the light of day. So that is another 11 destroyers, 1 cruiser, 4 convoys sunk in this battle, and these are just rapid convoy battles here. Yeah, I think we found where a lot of the troops were holding out. We've still got some Mexican destroyers operating here, and we will now... Where's O.S.A going? O.S.A is still engaged in combat. Who is he engaged in combat with, may I ask? Okay, he's once again trying to intercept the Mexican destroyers, but I think these guys are getting away before O.S.A can get there. No, he's getting there, but I think just in time. Yeah, no, they got away. So, nope, never mind. We've sunk. Hang on, these were the Brazilians. I've seen these already. Okay, let's get that out of the way. I think they were both results in that location. Yeah, so they have gotten away. Carrier Group 2 is sitting here right now, and the Marines of the 4th are. We need to get back to here. Okay, so the Marines of the 4th are pushing the Americans down through the islands. And I don't think they have much in terms of resistance anymore. O.S.A is going back to port. There's another sighting in the Caribbean Sea. The Caribbean Sea is very busy right now, but I just want to see if the Americans are still going to give battle, or if they are, if they're moving off. We are still standing really close in Washington, just making sure that we get this wiped out here. And because they tend to not do that if you don't tell them. Okay, so that gets wiped out, that gets wiped out. And yeah, we're just going to take the American capital quickly. So Washington, D.C. will fall. There is actually a defense here. So this is the, what is this, 85th Custer Division? But they won't stand a chance against the Japanese armored spearhead. And we'll send some reinforcements here, just to cut off any resupply that they might have. And it looks like the Custer division is going to be pushed out of Washington, and that will be the fall of the capital. The Japanese tanks in Washington D.C. and we can actually encircle them here. Not you, but this division can actually. And the United States have capitulated. That is the end. The United States has capitulated. Hirohito has announced that the cowardly American nation could no longer withstand the pressure from the overwhelming presence of Japanese forces throughout the country. The American government chose to flee the country and has gone into exile. The main forces have capitulated, and Japan is now in control of their home area. Though the war against what remains of the Allies continues elsewhere, this is a great victory for all of the Greater and East Asia co-prosperity sphere. Great news! And they've given us 265,000 M1 Thompson guns and heaps of other stuff. And I think there are small pockets of resistance left here. So we will need to reorganize the front lines now because the United States have fallen. They are still resisting in the slight resistance here in the Caribbean, but we'll sort that out. Okay, but before we do anything else, these are all convoys that are getting sunk. We are going to need to sort out what troops remain here. So let's get that division destroyed. There are some foreign troops holding out there. So we'll get another tank division to delete that. And we'll get some infantry up here. Can we not get there? I'm not sure why we can't get there, but get there, please. And there are some, I believe, Canadian troops here that need wiping out. And we need to redraw the front lines. So, who do we have in force here? We've got the Homeland Defense, which is quite a bit of a misnomer at this point. The Homeland Defense, but for reasons of their history, we're going to get them to take on the northern Canadian side of the border here, probably up to the sort of up to here. That'll do. Okay, and then they can take Alaska. And then we've still got some remnants of front lines left, but let's get rid of those and make sure that we get that all sorted. Yes, okay. So now this is 8th Army. So the 8th Army, that's the 10th. This is the 8th. Okay, the 8th. Once they have destroyed these remnants here, then I will give them a new front line, and they can reposition. They can reposition in the north and take care of the other part of Canada. More naval combat. My gosh, what's going on here? Oh, who have we engaged? We have engaged the Brazilians, and I believe no, this is a Brazilian admiral running a mixed bag of remainders. So there's some Mexicans, I believe some Canadians, and this is HMCS Kingston, the pride of the fleet of Canada. So let's watch that going down. Let's put that down to 1 speed, because there's some major naval gunfire here. Make some space on the screen. Some major naval gunfire here going on. So let's see what we're going to be doing about the Canadian ships. Now they are oh, okay. We've already Hiryu has Hiryu's airstrike has already sunk the Canadian pride of the fleet, and I mean, 1 destroyer has made it out, but severely damaged, and I think that was already it pretty much. Yeah, there's not an awful lot to commentate on this naval battle. We'll just let it proceed, and there we go. That wasn't it. That wasn't it either. But somewhere in there it was. I think some of the convoy raider battles are in the way. It's fine. We've sunk the Canadian, the majority of the Canadian, or whatever is left, hopefully, of the Canadian Navy. Okay. Please wipe out this lonely Brazilian division. Have we stabilized the front line in the north here? I believe we have. Everybody else is just moving into position. I don't know how much Canada's got left, but it can't be an awful lot. So we have we wiped out? Yes, we have wiped out that Brazilian division. More naval combats, some more destroyers sunk, but it's not an awful lot going on there anymore. So have we taken that little bit of America? Because we want all of it. And we have, indeed. Okay, so first things first. The colonials. Can you manage to secure the east coast of the United States? That is your task. I think we're gonna need a separate colonial army for that, because we don't have enough divisions to make that happen. We don't probably need to secure the Pacific side of things. I believe we're pretty good there, but Central America and the coastline here I'd like to have sorted. So how many, where are they still defending here? We don't really need to do this anymore. I think we have most of the Indian Ocean under control, so we're going to remove them from duty along here. That should free up sufficient divisions to deal with. Yeah, we've secured the Pacific. There's not really a reason anymore to place defensive troops here. This is our lake at this point. Instead, I would like you to ensure that the coastline here is defended, especially around the Central American Gulf of Mexico. And I think now we have sufficient divisions to make that happen. Yes, we do. Okay, so that's all good. All right, let's reorganize ourselves a little bit. So we have taken the everything here. We're running a little low on supply. But I am going to... can I train this? They can still take 5 more divisions. Can I train more mountain divisions? How many can I train? 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And you will be part of... No. Can I assign you already? Okay, no. Location. You have to be trained in the homelands, obviously. And you will be part of the glorious 7th. Can I? No, it's just behind the screen. Anyway, we'll figure that out. Okay. I believe I have some unassigned divisions. Yes, I've got a bunch of tank divisions standing here. And I don't know what that one... That was one of those new colonial divisions. They might as well just join that. We'll get them sorted at some point. We've got a bunch of tank divisions. Were these meant for the Russian front? I believe... I'm not sure. I believe all my armies are fully... Yes, they were meant for this army. So let's get these tank divisions assigned here. And that should be that. We can actually get all the armies here to train. Still got 3 military factories. Again, I'm just going to keep... Okay, I'm going to run out of aluminium if I keep doing that. I'm running out of aluminium? How am I running out of aluminium? Yes, I am running out of aluminium. Our plane production is running out of aluminium, and I have more military factories than I know what to do with. We are running a bit low on zeros, so I'm just going to put another 5 factories in there. That's probably because we've just taken over the American military factories. And we have a lot of artillery to upgrade. So let's put some more in there. Oh gosh, I have so many military factories, I don't even know what to do with them. We can just put them all on artillery for now. Honestly, I have more military factories than I know what to do with. And I am running out of... I think I may just... Oh, are we needing more trucks? Yeah, I've got more military factories. Yeah, make me some more trucks. Trucks I can always deal with. Yeah, make me more trucks. There we go. Okay, now we've got them assigned. And we've got more dockyards because we've just taken the dockyards of the Americans. Build me another Atago? How long is it going to take? 1946? Yeah, we may as well. And we've got 5 more dockyards. Build me more destroyers. Let's build more of the Yugomo class. Let's have another line of the Yugomos going. There we go. Okay. And we're running low on aluminium. So let's spend some time to see if we can if we can extract resources anywhere. That can build more steel, honestly. Aluminium, that is upgraded. That is not an awful lot, but I'll take it. It used to be steel that I'm running out of. Now it's aluminium. This might help once we take over Siam. I just need the political power to do it. Aluminium anywhere. More steel. This is all upgraded. Yeah, our air production is so massive at this point that this is all fully upgraded. This one isn't. There, more aluminium. Extract more aluminium from the Soviets. Is there anything over here? This is all steel. This one. No. This one. More aluminium. That'll help. Do we have any aluminium here in the Middle East? I believe not an awful lot of aluminium here. I'm not sure how much the Germans are having. But do we have anything here? No, I mean there wouldn't be any aluminium there. Do we have any aluminium in Australia or in anywhere in Southeast Asia? Yeah, this I want. This all these bits I want. We just need the 300 political power. Australia, aluminium. Anybody? That's a nope. New Zealand? Nope. Newly conquered places. Aluminium. Anybody? Does anybody have aluminium and I can extract from you? That would be a no. That would be a no. How about the Americans? The Americans have to have more aluminium, right? This is already all maxed out. I mean, I'm going to get more as the... Here's some more aluminium. We're going to get more as the compliance increases. We're going to have to check that in a second. But yeah, this looks like it's mostly maxed out. So I think we've sort of reached the limit of our aircraft production at this point. Okay, we don't need war propaganda. Is there anything interesting we can do? Tungsten? No, don't care. Not interested. So how's the resistance happening in the Americas? United States, yeah, 30% compliance. Resistance is there. Mexico has some resistance going, but why are they so much? I mean, they've got a good compliance, but they're also pretty hefty still on the resistance, especially on the organization. So the organized resistance here in America is pretty heavy. They were not happy about us coming here. So once the compliance goes up higher, then things hopefully will not be going as badly. But yeah, right now we've got how much? We've almost got 1 million infantry pieces laying around that we don't need. Talking about don't need, how is your managed subjects? Yes, Menguko. We need to get your compliance. Get you down here. So let's get that and send you stuff that we don't need. Type 99 rifles, all of them. I can. What can I send you? I've got trains. How am I having so many trains? I've got 800 trains in stockpile. Are trains good? Is that going to? Yes, trains are good. Okay, I have 100 trains. I've got plenty of trucks. I think I just put like 1 million factories in trucks. So let's give you 1,000 trucks as well. And we've got these we need, so let's not give you those. And that's all we have. We have old tanks. Do you want those? Yes, you do. Here, you can have all of them. You can have these tanks. Hang on, these are the modern ones. This one. You can have those. Okay, airplanes. Honestly, I've got more naval bombers than I know what to do with. Here, have naval bombers. I've got some old... I'm just going to send you all the old stuff that I've got laying around here. Send you all of those. Once all of those. And these, you can have these. I don't need them. You can have all of these. These are old. These are outdated. These are trainer planes. These are a bit more modern, but I really don't need them anymore. Here, have those. These are the modern ones. Okay. And I've got more convoys than I know what to do with. So have like 1,000 convoys. Oh, not 10,000, 1,000. Yeah, I've got more convoys than I ever need. Okay, send. And that should reduce their lend-lease. That should reduce their independence significantly. Not occupied subjects. So from the Lend-Lease. Once that arrives, that should go down, and we just need a 300. We just need a 300 political power to make that happen. Okay, let's reorganize the front lines. Right now, we've got the 5th, and the 5th is going to take effectively the front line, this rather fractured front line here. That seems to be a bit of a stretch for them. Probably, in that case, I don't think I need more than 2 armies to make this happen here, honestly. This is a very fractured front line. Let's do it again. So 5th. No, not the 5th actually. What am I talking about? Maybe that's why it didn't work. The 11th. You people. Front line. From the coast along the Great Lakes, and this appears to be rather what you're happy with. So that's your front line, and please go and capture these bits, and that means we're extending the former homeland defense a little bit here. Yeah, just to close the gap here. No. There. Okay. All right, and then we were just going to let everybody sort themselves out. All right, airplanes. What Air Force does Canada have? Let's have a quick look if we know anything about Canada. Air Force. They do have definitely a decent amount of airplanes. So we are going to position our Air Force. Do we have any airports? Yes, we do. Washington Air Base. So let's relocate things. We've got 4 fighter wings. They can go up north. And then do air superiority here. We have, what else do we have? We've got 3 TAC bomber wings. They can move here as well and assist with ground support. We have another 668 fighter wings. They have taken some losses, so they definitely need to, we'll send them here for now. They definitely need to replenish. And we've got another 6 fighter wings here. Yeah, this is where all the air bases are. And we're going to get them onto air superiority here in the north. And we've got, these are just naval bombers. We can send these naval bombers to Haiti, actually. They're probably a bit more effective over there. And we've got a fighter wing here that we probably don't need. Also, we'll send that north as well. We have the tactical bombers here. Do we have? They are starting to run out of range to cover Brazil. So is this our airbase? It should be. So maybe we can send these 500 tactical bombers here, and we've got another 6 fighter wings that are no use here, so we'll send these to New England, and they can also sort out the Canadians. And that is another fighter wing that has really no purpose here, so we can send that up north as well. There, and then here, and then you cover that area. Okay. And we've got 6 tactical bomber wings here that are not having the range to assist anymore, because we can move them. We'll move them north. They can move here, and they can assist here as well. Okay, that should be the Air Force sorted out. Ground troops. Now I do have, I believe, the 8th Army sitting around here. I'm not quite sure what I want them to do. I think I will put them on a defensive line around Washington, to be honest, and just leave them here for now. They can recuperate. We can get all these divisions upgraded to to the more modern tank division design, the Type B design. And we have enough mechanized to make that happen, so yes. And then honestly, I'm just going to get you to train. So that would be the 8th Army. You do army exercises. Okay. Actually, do army exercises permanently for now. Okay, so that's that. We do have some remnants of the 4th here as well. We can actually get these troops. These troops. Sorry, this is going to be a little bit of reorganizing right now. We're going to get you a front line here. 12 divisions. And to capture Santo Domingo. We are still fighting the British here, so this isn't over yet. And there's still some exiled divisions, so there's actually something going on. So let's do that, and then we can end the episode for today. This is Bradley fighting a desperate last stand against overwhelming odds, because and now it's Patton taking over with some of his troops, but that's not going to help him because yeah. The Japanese naval troops are pretty experienced at this point, and are just mowing down and moving through the American lines. They just don't have a chance to recover. And yeah, well, I think once we reach the remaining islands here, then that will be the end of it. We'll see where they can retreat. There's still, what are there still? 9 British divisions. There's a Brazilian division here. I believe I did give you an order to keep attacking. Is there any reason you have ceased attacking? This should be a... Have we been cut off or something? Okay, this is weird. Recapture that. Have they done a naval invasion? Or have we overrun them somehow? I'm not sure. Okay, we sent 4 divisions to recapture this island before we get cut off from supply here. There is a naval battle, but it's just troop convoys. So I think they are trying to send them off. Okay. So we're gonna get the other 4. Yes, they are trying to retreat. They're probably trying to retreat into England. So this is their Dunkirk here. We are trying to get them to Bridgetown, and our submarines are trying to sink their convoys. That's 3 British troop convoys sunk, and another 3 sunk. Hang on, that's the same result. Okay, let's get rid of that. And we're fighting the last 2 American divisions here in Bridgetown. But they're not going to get away from there. So that was the end. And there's some American convoys who are trying to reach the safety of the British islands, but our submarines are just making short work of them. So whatever American troops have made it out alive are not going to get far. So that has all happened. We have sunk 5 Brazilian convoys. Is there anything else? Okay, and this was the last of the island chain here, which means we now need to get them back to San Juan. And then we'll plan a naval invasion of the northern islands here. There might still be something going on. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. These 4 divisions just conquer that and then also move back to San Juan. We've got the rest of the 4th already in Santo Domingo to take it out when the time comes. And we have an incursion here of... what are these? What are we fighting here? Canadians? Yes. Campbell Petty Fitzmaurice. Okay, sure. You. I believe we've tracked our divisions to the front line here. That's why they are. There is actually an incursion here from the Canadians. So let's see if we can push that back a little bit. I might actually have to deputize a small amount of the. Yeah, let's get 1, 2, 3, 4 tank divisions just quickly repurposed here to deal with that little incursion. And I would like these here. Let's get some tank divisions on the front here, just in case we need to push the Canadians back. Because it takes a moment for everybody to arrive at the border, so they've taken the opportunity to recapture a little bit of land there, but they're not going to get very far. So we temporarily, actually, we might not need that, honestly. Still fighting naval battles in the Caribbean, but they're just troop convoys. We are sinking a lot. We're sinking a lot of their convoys, really. Not sure what is that force here. What are these, Mexicans? Is it like a single destroyer or something? Yeah, O.S.A can deal with that when it gets to it. The home defense needs to cover. Do they still have the units? Yeah, they should still have some, so they can cover these island chains here. Yep, that still fits. Just about so. Okay. All right. So I think let's sort out everything else. It's another colonial division can go in there, and these can just perpetually exercise. Really, I don't care. Honestly, I wanted to. Oh, right. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make sure that the armies in Europe are trained up. So I'm going to get you to exercise. No, just until complete. I'm going to get you to make sure I think everybody is. Yeah, that's one of our most experienced armies. Third army, where are you currently stationed? Oh, you're the ones fighting in Brazil. Okay, you're busy. Never mind. Don't let me disturb you. You're busy. Sixth army is stationed here, so let's just make sure that these guys are all trained up. Seventh army is currently here. What am I going to do with you? I think I'm going to give you a front line already along the border here. It's 19 divisions, and I'm going to get you to target Lima. And I'm going to get you to exercise as well, because a lot of divisions here are still new. These are exercising. We've got the 9th Army, who's nothing to do. So make sure they're all exercised up. We've got the 10th, which is sitting here. I think they're all good as well. The 10th seems relatively completely comprised of defensive troops. I might have to do something about that. Homeland Defense Force is currently fighting in Canada. 11th, where's the 11th currently? 11th is fighting, yes. 12th Army is exercising, and so is the Colonial Force. So that's all good. And we've got another. What am I still gonna make? What do I have still? I've got steel. I can make more tanks. Or more mechanized equipment, I guess. We still need to replenish some carrier fighters. Do I still? I don't have the aluminium to. Do I? I do. I can still put a little bit more. Oh, that's just, okay, just like that. Okay, so we've got everything set. The last thing we're going to do is we've got 30 ships here that need to exercise. Okay, except for the Shimoshus. So all the destroyer escorts are going to go into destroyer escorting. Can I still make another? Yes, I can. So this is This is I have to name these properly. So this is escort group 6. This is going to be escort group 7. I just can't stand things not being done right. Sorry. I like my things to be organized. That's going to be escort group 8. So we did 7, 8, and then this is going to be escort group 9. Okay. And I believe we have to ensure that these guys are now also covering no, don't move here. I just want to make sure we're adding the regions here across the Atlantic Ocean as well, because we are going to have to start escorting any supply lines that are going to go across there. All right, and that, I think, Red Sea, Mediterranean as well. Okay, that should do it. All right, the rest of you guys, we've got a Kaidai 5. You can just refit into a Kaidai 6, but the rest of you people, what do we have training here? That is one of the new carriers. And okay, this group is already trained up almost. Okay, so let's get the all the Kaidai 5s. Let's get all the Kaidai 5s refitted into the Kaidai 6 type. We've got a bunch of Kaidai 4 still there. They can refit Sabron 7. And I believe the rest of this is going to become... So first of all, Yamato. We need more political power to turn her into the pride of the fleet. Okay. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop that for now. I need a bit of political power right now, so I'm just going to increase the speed at this. I want the Yamato to be the pride of the fleet, but this is effectively going to become, and this is still, oh, this is one's refitting, that's why I thought. Okay, so this is going to become carrier group 3 under Yamamoto. So we're going to destroyer. We don't have anything but destroyers right now, but we've still got, we will let them train. We'll let them train up, but we'll add everything here. So we've got 2 Aganos, a bunch more destroyers, and that's more submarines actually, and all these. Yeah. So this whole group is going to join there, and join that. Okay. So we're gonna have another carrier that's going to be ready, and then we've got Yamato herself, and that will become carrier group 3 under Yamamoto. So going forward, we do have to finish up Canada and the Southern American states, obviously. What can we still conquer here? Let's have a quick look. We can definitely conquer Bolivia. In fact, that might be the better use for the 7th. So let's reorganize that. So 7th Army, you are not going to do this. Instead, the 7th is going to go get a front line here, and is going to conquer Bolivia. Brazil we have to wipe out still. Chile, yes, and Argentina. Yep. Paraguay. That's communism. Hey, one lonely communist. Yeah. So all this we still have to wipe out. So we're going to get already the justification going on here. It's gonna take 10 days. We're gonna get the obviously we're gonna get the troops in position first. Do we need another army in South America? We might. Who can I send to South America who currently doesn't have anything better to do? I could. I mean, this is all forest. Using tanks here is really. I mean, there are some plains out here in the north, I guess. There's some swamps and this is all forest, but it might work. So what we could do. I definitely don't want to use the tanks in South America. The tanks are, but I could get the. I could get the. No, not the 10th. You are 8th Army. I could get the 8th Army. I could get the units of the 8th Army to take the northern flank here, and then relieve the, I believe 11th that is fighting here, and get the 11th to assist in South America. Because we're going to have a bit of a war going on here against the. I mean, I've got 2 armies down here. This should be sufficient. They're not making an awful lot of progress right now, though, but it should be sufficient. Are there any supply hubs here? Yes, there are, actually. Yeah, we are far away from all and any supply in this region. There's nothing. This is all just forest and nothingness. Okay, we'll see how these guys are getting on, if they can handle it or not. Venezuela, we might need another army here. Yeah, we'll leave it like this for now. We'll leave it like this for now. We can always send 1 army of infantry down south to assist in the Okay, we do need to prepare collaboration government in the UK, I believe. So we're going to send. Who do we currently have in the United Kingdom? We've got everybody in the United Kingdom, so we can send these 2 on a mission right now. Prepare collaboration government. So we send you, and we send you, and commence when ready. All right, so they're on a mission for the preparing collaboration government in Great Britain. Yeah. So once we've dealt with Canada and South America, we will, and once we've gotten rid of all the convoys going around here, then what is this, by the way? Bermuda. Yeah, that we need to capture that as well. Where do they still have naval forces? A little bit around Atlantic and Newfoundland, but most of it is secure. So okay. Yeah, once we have taken Canada, and then we will start moving armies towards the UK. I might have to divert part of the 4th to assist with the naval invasions. Once they're done with the islands here, to assist with the naval invasions, and we potentially take over Great Britain if the Germans don't get to it. Taking over Great Britain will get interesting, because that means we're actually going to get. And I'm thinking of. See, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of getting Yamamoto into the Atlantic, and O.S.A, both O.S.A. So either O.S.A or Yamamoto into the Atlantic. What I could do is I could get O.S.A relegated to the. I could get O.S.A relegated to the older, with the older ships, and I could get Yamamoto with the modern carrier groups to take over the Atlantic control, and then the North Atlantic, and O.S.A can take Indian Ocean and South Atlantic. That should work out. So maybe we'll reorganize that a little bit next episode. But for now, we have defeated the United States of America, and I don't think the Japanese Empire can be stopped. So the next attack is going to focus on the UK to make sure that the Allies are wiped out, I believe they are the last. Yes, United Kingdom is the last standing major in the Allies. So that should end the war for now. And then we have the mother of all peace conferences, and that could actually be nasty, because it could mean that what's our current war participation? 50%. Germans have 18%. Italy has 17%. Yeah, I think we can pull that. We should. I mean, alternatively, once Britain capitulates, or alternatively, what we could do is we could attack Britain and Germany simultaneously. So that way we don't have to deal with. Maybe we'll do that, because that way we don't have to deal with the peace conference. But we will. How's our construction going? Our construction efforts. I believe we're almost finished, actually. Yeah, we're already at the point where we're building air defense positions. Yeah, I think we have so many factories currently. We have 340 civilian factories. And what are we actually short on? No, we're nothing. We're short on nothing. We've got everything. Yeah. So what we can do is we can start. We can already attack. We can already attack the Germans and the Italians here in the east, while simultaneously launching an attack across the Atlantic. Because that way we don't have to go through the peace conference. But yeah, we see about all that in the next episode. For now, that's all. Thanks everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.